Hello everyone, just now the Huawei Pura 80 series launch event officially ended, and after the event, we immediately got our hands on two new phones. Over here is the Huawei Pura 80 Ultra, and this one is the Huawei Pura 80 Pro Plus. Without further ado, let's get straight to the unboxing. Let's first look at the Ultra, which is the highest end model in the Pura 80 series. You can see its box is quite different from the other models in the series, and on the front, we can see the forward-looking design logo behind the camera deca. Inside, it also says Kunlun glass, and I want to remind everyone that this is the second generation Huawei tempered Kunlun glass. You can see this is a very distinctive deca. We'll give you a detailed introduction to this part later. The one we received this time is a gold version. It really has that bling bling texture. I think this case, in my opinion, among all the included cases I've seen, has the best design. But in terms of hardness, this case is actually quite hard. It's not the very soft silicone type, but it's not as hard as you might imagine, like hard plastic. It still has a certain degree of flexibility. As for the other parts, we can see this is charger, and this charger is seed to seed. This other one is the sugar cube charger mentioned at the launch event. Actually, we've seen this kind of gallium nitride GaN charger in a few of Huawei's previous models. The remaining parts are just the SIM ejector tool, and inside here should be some quick start guides. Quick start guide, and that's about it. There shouldn't be anything. This is a device equipped with Harmony OS 4.2. First, you can see that its entire theme matches the gold color on the back very well. And on the front, as we just mentioned, the cover glass on the screen uses the second generation Huawei tempered Kunlun glass. Its scratch resistance and drop resistance are both significantly improved compared to the first generation. We might be able to test this for you in the future if we get a chance. As for the system, there isn't much more to say, so let's focus on its imaging capabilities this time. The biggest feature of the Pura 80 Ultra is its use of a 1-inch main sensor. While we've seen 1-inch main sensors from other brands, this should be the first time Huawei has used one. Another point, let's focus our attention on this huge aperture. This is actually its dual lens single sensor setup. This means that these two lenses both use a single CMOS sensor. From the diagram, you can see that its CMOS is likely placed at a 45-degree angle. This is a very interesting setting. We can see that some manufacturers use a 2-reflection light transmission system, which allows for 2 prisms to be placed flat, and some other manufacturers use a perpendicular place. The perpendicular placement actually means a single light transmission, resulting in less light loss. This one uses a 45-degree angle. I think this is also related to the size of its sensor. It is currently the largest ultra telephoto, or let's say telephoto sensor. Its sensor size has reached 1/1.28 inches. The largest telephoto image sensor we were familiar with before was the HP9. Its size is 1/1.4 inches, and this latest ultra telephoto sensor from Huawei is 1/1.28 inches and uses an RYYB array. So theoretically, its performance in color capture, light intake, etc. should be better, and its internal structure is very clever. Through an internal mechanical structure, it allows both lenses to use this one ultra-large sensor. The parameters given for these two lenses are that the mid telephoto has a 3.7 times zoom ratio, while the ultra telephoto lens has a 9.4 times zoom ratio. Actually, when we were looking at the box earlier, I mentioned the forward-looking design on its back. Besides the entire gold branding, we can also see its internal sunburst pattern design. And in this part, we can see the Huawei XMAGE graphic logo. As for the XMAGE imaging system, I don't need to introduce it further. Currently, Huawei's imaging-related phones all use this set of XMAGE algorithms. Next, let's unbox this Huawei Pura 80 Pro Plus. Just now I mentioned that the box is a bit different. Similarly, I think this color is very special. Its official name is glazed red. Let's take a look at the exterior first. This color is called glazed red. Actually, from the name, you can tell it has a kind of warm, jade-like texture. And compared to some other red phones, the visual effect when you first see it will be very different. I believe this point may not be fully captured by our camera. If you see a Huawei Experience store nearby, you can actually go and take a look. I think among these few colors, especially this glazed red, it's truly very distinct. It has a very antique and classic feel. Similarly, its back also has this iconic forward-looking design, and over here you can also see the XMAGE imaging logo. As for the XMAGE imaging system, I don't need to introduce it further. Currently, Huawei's imaging-related phones all use this set of XMAGE algorithms. Let's power it on. Okay, let's put it aside for now and see what's in the box. Similarly, this should be a protective case. SIM ejector tool, quick start guide, and this is a case. Compared to the previous one, this case is much more standard. We've seen this on other Huawei phones. The other thing is the same C2C charging cable and Huawei's small sugar cube GaN charger. So this is the content of its box. Let's put it aside. Okay, now let's enter the system. Actually, the front view of this phone, because this Pro Plus and the Ultra don't have a significant difference, because they both use the second generation Huawei tempered Kunlun glass, so in terms of protection, there is no difference. The other two models, the Pro and the standard version, both use the second generation Kunlun glass. There might be a slight difference in drop resistance between these two, but as they're both second generation, I believe their performance has been improved. I think this phone is very special in terms of its look and feel, because as everyone everyone knows, many phones are now returning from curved screens to a flat screen design, but this model still uses a quad curved design. But with this kind of texture, which is the glazed red color I just mentioned, including the gold color of the Ultra we saw earlier, when paired with the entire rounded middle frame and the curved screen design, it looks very highly integrated. As for the imaging part, I actually mentioned earlier that this phone also uses a 1-inch main sensor. So in terms of its imaging capabilities, including the XMAGE system that we have previously given full affirmation to, including its color performance, texture performance, etc., I believe everyone should have very good confidence in its imaging. Alright, that's all for the simple unboxing of the Huawei Pura 80 Pro Plus and the Huawei Pura 80 Ultra. We'll also produce a detailed video review for you as soon as possible. We welcome everyone to follow us. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye-bye.